I think we've all taken down like a bantu knot out, a braid out, a twist out, and it wasn't dry. The betrayal, right? I actually, not to brag, but I actually have not had that happen in a couple of years. And I want to kind of get into why I haven't experienced that in such a long time. Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel. You may notice that my hair is dripping wet out of the shower. There's like water all over my lovely Mother Tuskegee shirt, but it's for a reason. I want to show you guys what I do to make sure that my bantu knot outs and my braid outs are 100% dry, and that is because I do something called pre-drying. So I actually dry my hair just a little bit before I style it. I also do this for buns too, because you know, sometimes if you do a bun on straight wet hair, I know that that's the one way to get it like really slick and smooth, but the inside stays wet and then it starts to stink. Like when you take your hair down, it stinks. I don't like that. So I do the pre-drying as well, and usually just pre-drying is just me throwing it into these like really chunky, probably will fall down if I let them twist so that my hair can dry a bit before the process. But of course you see it's dripping and that's all annoying, and also it will take really long to dry just hanging like this. So what I do is I usually use a hair towel to expedite the process to speed up the drying. So y'all, I have two hair towels that I use, right? Or rather had, and we're gonna get into why I'm saying had, okay? So first I have one that is discontinued. You can't get that anywhere. It's also not very aesthetic, so I'm not finna go nowhere. I usually have put like a head wrap over it, like tie a hair wrap creatively over it if I need to go outside. And then the other one, the other drying towel that I had, I don't know if it's my hair was too big or my head is too big, and I always am wearing these twists when I do it, but it just wasn't fitting, and I got frustrated and I threw it in the trash. Girl, it went to the trash. I could not do it. So right on time, Mauves gifted me this beautiful Wildflower Honey quick dry wrap. This thing is so, like, it's metallic, so I don't know how the lights are gonna do, but this is beautiful. And you know, immediately I tested it out just to see if it fit better than the one I threw in the trash. And already, yes, my loose hair, my loose wash and go dry hair fit in this no problem. I was like, yes, okay, because that'll keep you out of the trash, Mauves. That'll keep you out of the trash. So look at this, like, even they have like all this metallic stuff. My camera's gonna have a hard time with all this metallic stuff today. And then they even, look at this is high quality. Come on now, Mauves, come on, Mauves. Yes. So the quick dry wrap, basically the whole point of this is to speed up the drying time of your hair, so you don't have to put your hair under a dryer. You don't have to use a blow dryer. Back in the olden days, I used to sit under the dryer and do this, but I don't like that because it sucks all the moisture out of your hair. I feel like that's fine for a style that you've already styled and you've done what you need to do and use your products, but I want just a little bit of water to help me set my braid out or my bantu knot out or whatever it is, so that it's not completely crispy when it dries. You know what I mean? You're trying to retain a little moisture. So that's why I usually will do this like air dry type method with this. Another thing I noticed about the Mauves wrap is their button is really big. The other one was small, and like it was moving around. Like their button, I can feel it. Like I know exactly where it is. So that's nice. Girl, I feel really cute with this on. Yes, no more dripping, of course, because it was dripping just for video purposes. I would have done the wrap in the shower. I usually don't even get out with, you know, before I do the whatever wrap that I'm going to be using for the day. I can tell you right now, the Mauves is a lot heavier and thicker than the other one, and like if I had like a cute fancy outfit or something to wear with this, I could go outside with this one on my head. Hello. They actually do make wraps that don't have the drying material inside, and so they're just for fashion wraps, and then you can sleep in those and stuff like that. But I really was like excited about the drying one because I had thrown that other wrap in the trash. So it has been a little over an hour. I was eating, I was watching TV, I was really not prioritizing doing my hair, I will admit. But anyway, it's been a little over an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this down. Whenever I do this process, as a reminder, I'm not going for super dry hair. I want my hair to still have a little bit of moisture to help me set the style. And I didn't show you guys the inside of this, but check this out. It is definitely soaked with everything that was on my hair. And I am ready to style. I'm just going to clip it up. Today I'm going to be doing a braid out. I did put a little bit of the Kinky Curly leave-in my hair. I normally wouldn't put any product at all. That also helps it dry a little bit quicker, but I just want to see what that product would do mixed with the foam that I'm going to be styling my hair with. Using foam also makes sure that a braid out, Bantu knot out, twist out, or whatever dries a lot faster because it is a fast drying product. I'm going to be putting the pattern foam in here, and my hair is dried. Not dripping anymore, but definitely still has enough moisture to make sure that my braid out sets properly. Okay, if you know, you know what I'm doing, okay? I did spend a little bit of time under the dryer, very little time. I think it was, okay, listen, I was not prioritizing my hair. There was a nap, I cooked, I ate, everything but worried about filming this video, everything but worried about drying my hair. But yeah, I spent maybe 30 minutes and then another 30 minutes under the hair dryer. And already, yes ma'am, you see that? Yes, because I used a foam, and foams do typically do better when you do apply a little bit of heat. Now, clearly it's darker. I don't know if it's clear or not, but it should be to you that it's darker. I'm not gonna waste this braid out on the rest of this day. Oh, absolutely not. I'm gonna take my braids down tomorrow, but you know what I didn't do today? I didn't stress about trying to make sure my hair is dry, sitting on the dryer a million years because I'm worried about my hair not being dry. Even panic going under the dryer the next day. I've done that many years ago as well. I ain't gonna do none of that. I'm not worried about it. I am 99.9% confident that this braid out is going to be dry, and pre-drying is that girl. Pre-drying is the main reason. So shout out once again to Moivs for this lovely hair wrap. I absolutely adore it. This is definitely a great replacement for the one that I threw in the trash from that other brand, okay? All the information about Moivs will be in the description box. Definitely go there. I'm going to link to this exact wrap because they do spell it a little different, so that's why I suggest you go to the description box. On to the results.